The Indiana Fever is America's team. The haters, by the time this season is over, their heads are going to have exploded already. They're going to be so angry by the end of this WNBA season. It's going to be hilarious watching the daily melt.
History just got rewritten once again. And if you guessed Caitlin Clark as the reason, you're absolutely right. Once more, she and the Indiana Fever have shattered yet another record. One that might sting Angel Reese just a little more.
Just trying to give myself some grace because I know I'm not the player that I want to be just yet, but also kind of patting myself in the back, telling myself that I'm still doing great.
We're not talking about a fluke, a hot streak, or media hype. The Indiana Fever has officially become America's sweetheart team. Not just a rising contender, not merely improving, not a plucky underdog, America's team. And this isn't ESPN fluff. These are cold, hard numbers and sold-out arenas screaming what the league can no longer ignore.
This is great news for women's basketball, period.
She just brings so much passion to the game, and look at all these people that just want to come and see her.
It is no secret that the Indiana Fever are the most popular team in the WNBA. It is good for the entire WNBA.
Caitlin Clark didn't arrive to blend in. She came to rearrange the furniture. While she stacks record after record, her critics fumble to keep up, running a desperate full-court defense against reality. But here's the catch. Denial doesn't cancel out demand. The more they sulk, the brighter Clark and the Fever shine.
WNBA's attendance had a record-breaking high in 20 years with a total of 2.3 million fans attending games. You know what the increase was from 2024 to 2023 in attendance? 48%. That's massive. That's the Caitlin Clark effect.
Phenomenon, yeah.
And if Caitlin Clark gets injured, it's over with. Tom.
Every single one of you WNBA players, you better pray that Caitlin Clark doesn't get injured because she's keeping your league off.
Let's talk numbers. 41 out of 44 games airing on national TV. That's not a quirk of the schedule. That's a deliberate broadcast coronation. The networks aren't guessing. They're cashing in on a movement.
The recent news that 41 out of the 44 Indiana Fever games will be nationally televised. I do not think a lot of people are understanding just how big that is. That is something that the WNBA players, WNBA media, WNBA fans have been begging for so many years.
And that movement? It's not temporary. This isn't just a viral moment. It's a full-blown revolution, and the Fever are leading it. Caitlin Clark didn't just lift a team. She turned Indiana into the epicenter of women's basketball. They're the hottest ticket in town, and the media can't get enough. Headlines, cameras, coverage, it all points back to one person.
Caitlin Clark, the people's champion! Let's get it!
That's a deep one.
Bang!
Just announced that Caitlin Clark and the Fever will be playing 41 of 44 games this year on national TV. They coming to watch the other girl, right? Right?
Bang!
Teams are moving their games with the Fever to NBA arenas so they can sell more tickets. How about that?
Bang!
Angel Reese attempted a three this deep. I think she might dislocate her shoulder.
Bang!
You want some butter with that bread? Butter. Butter.
Butter pecan!
Let's rewind the clock. Just a few seasons ago, the Indiana Fever were practically invisible, playing in front of half-empty crowds, ignored by the networks, and largely forgotten by the league's own marketing. Now, they're the main event. So what changed? One name, Clark. Her presence turned the Fever from filler to front page, from bottom feeders to sellout stars. Whether she's playing in Indiana or anywhere else, fans are filling the stands.
Broadcast this season, ooh-wee, big-time doubleheader. Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, they meet in the season opener.
Indiana Fever put this out. All eyes on us.
With such star power on those teams, it's really no surprise they're atop the list for the most games available for you to check out on a national scale.
Caitlin Clark once again dominates WNBA national TV schedule.
The Fever, they lead the league with 41 games here, followed by the Aces 33, the champion Liberty at 32.
41 of our our 44 games are on national television, the most television games in franchise history, the most national television games for a single team in WNBA history. I'm sure this is because of Angel Reese.
The Clark effect is so massive that 6 opposing teams have had to level up their arenas just to host her. Think about that. Teams like Chicago, Dallas, and Connecticut are ditching their usual courts for NBA venues because Clark is drawing crowds too big for their standard spots. And if you think that doesn't bother a certain Angel Reese, think again. She's probably wondering why the United Center isn't calling her name, unless Caitlin's also on the floor. But it's not just the seats, it's the screens. The Fever are leading the league in national TV appearances by a mile. Not just more than usual, we're talking more than the defending champs. Clark isn't just driving storylines, she's driving broadcast lineups. This isn't gifted coverage, it's earned. Earned with numbers, earned with performance, earned with charisma and clout.
Caitlin Clark, what she's doing doesn't minimize what they've done, but we should have been giving her the credit. We saw the ratings, we saw the merchandise sales, we saw the attendance, but y'all want to make it about something else. Oh, what about the women that laid the foundation? What about this? What about it? That ain't got nothing to do with Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark is box office. She's doing this. And instead of giving her credit, y'all tried to make it about, oh, y'all poo-pooing the old guard. Y'all never talked about the old guard like this. Nah, I ain't gonna let it slip.
And let's get real. TV execs don't schedule based on fairness. They schedule based on dollars. And Caitlin Clark doesn't just boost ratings, she obliterates them. She's a one-woman economic surge, a walking WNBA stimulus plan. It's no wonder every network is clawing for her matchups like it's Black Friday, and they're out of flat screens.
These networks are not thinking about hurting feelings. These networks are thinking about how much money can we bring in.
I believe there's actually a debate on who was Rookie of the Year last year. Imagine being that delusional. Bang! People need to understand she saved this league. Powder, there's no TV deals, no ad sponsorships, heck, no shoe deals for you, Angel Reese, no McDonald's money. The league losing millions of dollars each year. She saved them from bankruptcy. Time to be grateful. Bang! 93% of her games on national TV. She's like that! Bang!
Just look at last year. Some random regular season Fever games drew more viewers than the WNBA Finals. Let that sink in. That kind of pull doesn't just elevate the Fever, it lifts the entire league.
That was happening, the Clarkonomics that were happening, the Caitlin Clark effect that was happening, and realizing it is not only going to be good for this Indiana Fever team, it's going to be great for everyone. It's going to be great for every single player in the WNBA and also every single team in the WNBA.
And that includes teams like the Chicago Sky, the Aces, and the Liberty. Because let's be honest, Angel Reese and the gang aren't pulling those numbers on their own. When the Fever roll in, suddenly they're on national TV. Suddenly the arena's packed. Suddenly the sponsors are interested. So while she's busy scrolling through Twitter and liking shady posts, she might want to remember who made that spotlight bright enough for her to stand in.